Hi, my name is Danny, and I wanted to share something that just dawned on me recently. It's probably real obvious to most people, but to me, it's something I didn't know, and it's like it's been an amazing experience to learn, and then to just realize the implications of what it means. So, anyways, I was reading a book called Difficult Conversations. I'm trying to learn how to talk with people better about hard things, and so I was reading that book. And I recommend everybody read that book. I think you could retitle it How Not to Objectify People. So I really recommend, if you have a chance to read that book, it's called Difficult Conversations. Read it. Anyways, one of the accounts in there, it was talking about a brother and brother conflict. And he realized that something like, well, this brother had a need to be a good brother, and only his brother could fulfill that need. And I was like, it just hit me really, like, bam, like, oh, do I have a need to be a good brother, a good husband, a good father? And to me, the answer was very obvious. Yes, I have that need. That's exactly what I need. So I'm like, wow, that's kind of, I just never thought of that before. That I have this need deep inside of me to be a good father, a good husband, a good son, a good brother, a good friend to people. Like, I want that. I want to be that. And I don't mean good in the sense of perfect or, earning salvation. I mean good as in what I'm created to be. I am being what I'm created to be in the best possible form. Okay, that's what I mean by good. And I have that deep need inside of me to be what God made me in the best possible form, in a good way. And so I was thinking about that, and I'm like, wow, I do have that need, and you know what? I can't fulfill it myself. And I'm actually, part of my life living in the world is trying to get that need met. So whether I'm working, I might be working for, I want to make sure that people understand that I'm doing a good job. I'm good at what I do. Or my wife, I want her to understand that I'm good. On and on. Like that. So And then the second part is I can't meet that need. So I actually have to, like everyone else has to meet that need in me. So I'm not a good husband unless my wife thinks I am. And I don't know if she thinks I am unless she tells me I am. I don't know if I'm a good father unless my children tell me I am. Now, I get the sense that I can judge whether I'm a good father or not by reading the Bible and seeing if I'm doing the right things. So I'm not disregarding that idea, but I'm saying the people I'm trying to be a good father to give me a good indicator of how I'm coming across to them. And so I can't determine by myself from my perspective that I am actually a good husband or a good father. I need to get the input from others. It could be from my wife. If she's not objective, maybe I could ask others. But whatever, I need to know from other people their perspective of me and what I'm doing is right or wrong or indifferent, right? And so thinking about that, I realize that nobody tells me I'm good at anything, hardly ever. I mean, I guess saying nobody and never is not true, but that's the way it feels. The truth is, some people do say it, and I don't even know how to react when I hear it. I'm just like, oh, what? You said something good about me. Wow, I don't even know what to say. So that's how rare it is for me to hear those kinds of things. And so, but I want to hear them. I want to know, and I want to improve. If my wife has something against me, I want to know it, but I also want to know what I'm doing good. And so, the majority of what I hear from my wife and from my children is always a need that they have, and I rarely hear that, hey, yeah, this is awesome that you're doing, Dad, or, positive things. All right, so I'm here, and there's my pity party. I don't hear what I need so much. So we're at that point, I'm like, okay, wait, now let's flip this, okay? So that's what I see the problem, right? Other people aren't telling me that I'm good, right? And I need to hear that. I need to hear input from other people. So let's flip that and say, well, am I telling other people what's good about them? Or Do I do what everyone does to me? Do I criticize them more than I compliment them? And, well, when you do that, I say, obviously, I never tell people what is good about them. If I have anything to say to anybody, it's normally to make them better, which means it's normally a criticism about what they're doing. And I rarely tell people what I think about them that's positive. I don't know whether I'm afraid that I'll puff them up, or maybe they'll think I'm weak. I don't know why I don't tell people the positives about them as much as I want to be told. So, I guess I'm saying, wow, maybe I need to change the way I talk to people. Maybe I need to be positive. Maybe if I have a criticism to offer, and this is what I'm doing. Every time I see a criticism, I'm going, wait, before I can say the criticism, I'm going to figure out something positive to make sure I'm being fair. Because maybe if I'm only pointing out criticism, maybe I'm not actually trying to help them. Maybe I don't actually think good about them. So I want to test my criticism first by saying what's positive about them. And so I'm starting at home with my wife and children. I'm like, wait, before I say anything, I'm going to say what's good about them. Hey, this is something you've really done well and good. And then over here, I have this issue that I'm not sure about. And I want to ask you about it. I think it could be done better, whatever. But I'm going to just, and I know that, like, it's kind of like, well, it's fake then. You're just doing this process. And I agree with that. It's kind of fake, and it kind of makes my daughter's always saying, if I compliment them, they're like, well, Dad, it looks like a criticism's coming. So now they're feeling like the compliment's almost a criticism. But when they say that whole thing about the comment, they're usually happy. They're like, they like hearing the positive. They like that. And so I do have a challenge not to make the positive be too connected with the negative. And so I'm trying to learn to just say positive things without any negative things. Just, hey, that's good that you did that. And it doesn't matter what it is. If it's good, it's good. And why withhold that from other people? Why not tell them, hey, I like the way you put that away? Or, hey, I like the way you, made my sandwich. Or, hey, I like, anyways. So why not tell them the good things? They're good. So I'm going to try to do that and just improve the good that I'm talking about people. And then maybe, I don't know, the criticism will be received better. They'll know that I'm actually caring about them and that I'm actually wanting good for them. Okay, so I need to be told them good about myself, and nobody tells me. I can see that other people need to be told good about themselves, and I don't tell other people very often. And so then I'm like, okay, I've flipped it two ways. Now I'm going to flip it again and talk about my relationship with God. And he doesn't need to be a good father, so I don't think he needs anything. He is a good father. He is. And so it's not that it's this frail human wanting to know that he's a good part, a good creation of God, and he's carrying out his role in creation in the best manner he can. It's not that. But with God, he is a good father. And so, do I compliment him enough? Do I praise him enough? Do I tell him the good he's doing? Or do I only bring to him my problems? Do I only bring to him my needs? Or do I only come to him when I want to complain? Or do I constantly tell him that I love him and that he's doing a great job? And that sounds silly, but it's like projecting. Like if I'm criticizing people and I'm receiving criticism and then I'm criticizing God, it's putting a bad image on the whole thing. Whereas if I'm positive to people and I'm positive God, I have a different outlook. And maybe when I put that different outlook out, when I'm praising God for who he is and saying all the wonderful things about him, far more than criticizing, and putting out the good things about other people far more than criticizing, maybe that will project back to me, both from God and from people. So I don't know. I'm just excited. This is a new thing I'm learning. I'm walking through it, and it's exciting to me because I love when I can grab something and actually do it. And I want, that's what I want to do. And so I am going to try to be positive with people. I'm going to say, like, I have a deep need. Maybe your deep need isn't to be good at what you're doing. Maybe it's something else. But I think we all have this deep need to know that, hey, we're created for a reason, and we're supposed to be here, and I don't know. So that's what I have to say. I think that it would be really beneficial to say the positive to people, and if you're going to criticize them, to make sure before you do that, hey, what's the whole picture? Okay, is the whole picture that they're bad, or is the whole picture, hey, you're doing all of these good things, and there's this one area I see that I want to help you with, because then I think you'll be even better. And then we're uplifting people. We're still offering correction. We're still calling people to repent from things they've done wrong, but we're looking at the whole picture, and we're just trying to offer this lift up to a higher, a higher calling of what we were created and made to be. Anyways, that's all I had to say. God bless you, and have a wonderful day.